Um, I think that the biggest sign that a person has a sense of pride, and the biggest sign that tells somebody that another person has a sense of humbleness, is when they're not afraid to say that they need help or that they appreciate someone else. At the end of the day, this is not directed towards black women or black men. It's addressed to both, honestly. So, if you find yourself in a position where you are involved in somebody and you really like that person and you really want to make it work, if you're a guy or a girl, then you should tell them that you appreciate what they're doing and you appreciate who they are. And you should say that, quite frankly, you need them. I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that you need somebody else. It's not saying that you can't take care of yourself, and that's the whole problem. Just because you need somebody else doesn't mean you can't take care of yourself. People get divorced all the time and they move on with their lives. They have to take care of themselves. Do they need somebody else? Of fucking course they do. But they do what they have to do. So it's not a sign that you can't take care of yourself. First and foremost. I mean, understand that and get that shit out the way. Furthermore, as far as the whole black female thing goes, I'm not happy to say this because I have little sisters, older sisters, half sisters, aunts, nieces, female cousins, younger and older. Some are married and some are not, and I want all of them to be happy. So I don't sit here with pride and ego when I say this, but honestly, there are more women who want to be serious than there are black men who are serious when it comes to life. I'm not talking about fuck money, fuck education. I'm just talking about who have a serious approach to life. The majority of black women with age, I would say about around 35, are fucking in that serious mode now. Oh shit, my life needs to be serious. Pretty much. 99%, like I said, 99% of the women probably around the age of 35 are at that point where now life is serious for them. Now they're worried about, their relationship with God and their finances and all that other hoopla. Alright? The same can be said for black men. Honestly, if he's not serious by the age of 24, 25, he's probably not serious at all about his life. Because we all know it's fucking hard out here to be a black man. Just to be black. Fuck, just to be dark-skinned. And so if you haven't realized that by 25, you're doing something wrong in your life. I don't care where you're from, what hood you're from, what ghetto you're from, what state you live in, where your dad is, where your mom is. I don't care if you went to jail or not. By the age of 25, if you're not understanding that life is serious, then probably chances are you're never going to realize that to begin with. I mean, it's just what it is. It is what it is. So the point I'm trying to make is just that if you're a black woman and you find yourself involved with a black man who is, doing what he has to do and being serious when it comes to life, don't be afraid to say that you appreciate what you're doing and you respect what he's doing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong to say that I need that in my life. There's nothing wrong to say that. I mean, I have friends who are in strong black relationships who are probably going to get married. Honestly, they're already living together. They fucking have joint accounts together. The only thing left is to get married, pretty much. The families already know each other. The families are already cool. I mean, all they have to do is, say the word. And these women who I respect, not just as women but as people, have told my boys, and all of us in general, that they respect what we're doing with our lives. And that your average dude is not doing that. Now you can say, oh, you have to massage their ego, but it's just keeping it real, to be real with you. Because if you put 10 white men in a room and you dress them up all the same, and you put 10 women in there they'll be able to tell who takes life seriously and who doesn't. Seriously. Somebody should fucking do an experiment on this. Same can be said for Asians. The same could be said for pretty much everyone else. They'll know how to spot who's doing what they're doing. But if you put 10 black men in a room, you dress them up all the same, or even better, you take, you know what I mean, the thug niggas and put them in suits, and you take the well-to-do brothers who are God-fearing and all that shit, and you put them in white tees and baseball caps. I don't really feel black women can be able to tell the difference and decipher who is who, and be able to tell who's bullshitting and who's not. And I think that's the big problem. To be quite frankly, guys, I'm gonna let the ladies in on a little secret. I'm sorry. We can spot you from a mile away. You don't have to say shit. We already know the type of female you are. We can tell by the car you drive, if you wear glasses or not, how your hair is, how your clothes are, who your friends are, what purse you have. We already know who the fuck you are and what you stand for. I don't care what it is. We already know. How you do your makeup, how you do your hair. We know, we just don't tell you. We can tell the difference. Trust me, we can tell the difference. So we wouldn't have a problem with that. But black females, on the other hand, I think you guys kind of have a problem with that. To the point where if you finally meet that dude, you'll have a hard time admitting that, you know what, I respect you. That's all it is, literally. I personally think all you have to do is, hey man, I respect what you're doing with your life. And I wouldn't mind having you in my life. What's wrong with saying that? Because if you tell a dude that, I guarantee you, if it's the dudes I'm talking about, they're going to work twice as hard as they did yesterday. I can guarantee you. Think about it. If you're working and your employer says, hey, I'm going to give you a raise, you're going to come to work the next day and work even harder. Because he's seeing what you're doing, or she's seeing what you're doing. I'm telling you, it doesn't hurt you. I think there's a fear that you guys don't want to admit that if you tell a man that you need him, he's going to, like, you know, treat you like shit. No, you just told the wrong man that you needed him. The man that you told you needed, you didn't need, and that's the whole problem. So that got you hurt. It wasn't men in general. It was the fact that the man you didn't need, you told you needed. So now you don't want to say it. Trust me, any stand-up black dude, when he finds that woman that he knows, fuck, she's the one, he will tell her. I don't care what anybody says. He'll tell her. Any man who says otherwise hasn't met that chick. I'm sorry. If a black dude doesn't feel like he needs to tell a black chick that she needs her, he probably hasn't met a chick. And I guess I've been lucky enough to meet chicks that will make you say that. It's not even about fucking looks. It's about how they approach life. Shit. Looks is part of it, but there's a lot of dead black chicks out there who are fine as hell. Just being real with you. So at the end of the day, for both sides, just tell somebody that you need them. I mean, skip all the bullshit. It's not saying that you can't take care of yourself and that you're weak. It's just being honest and real. Honestly, at the end of the day, throw the pride, throw the ego out the door, and I think we'll be better. It's not a guarantee, but fuck, I think you stand a better chance at finding somebody. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know how you feel.